she's already Franken-stenciling with Fran's new stencils.
It's kind of an obsessive compulsive thing.
Mm.
It could be dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I wish
Could be something that I needed to go to some kind of a help, you know, a crisis thing.
I wonder if I handle multiple things. I got ideas. Will you push that one lamp like over towards your paints?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Paint's over there, or the paint's over here?
Screw that. I did
Oh,
not.
we have some there and there.
Yeah, those over there.
More better?
Yes, because it was like shining right on your face, and since we don't have the other one kind of balancing it out. Well, hello everybody.
Hello, hello.
We got 27 people here so far. Got 15 likes. Do give those thumbsy upsies. This is very important. We have begun. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
All right, now let's say hello to you guys. Be sure to say hi in the chat, even though you've probably already said hi, so that way I know that you're here and I can read off your name. Are we ready? Remember to say, do your highs right now, or, hearts or whatever, just so that we know that you're here. We've got Angela, Ann, Heather, Carrie Griffiths, Cindy Schuer, Cookie Wookie, also known as Mo, Darcy, Dana, Eva, Fiona, Jasper, Jody P, Linda Park, Liz, Mitzi, Sirius Hecka, also known as Lisa, Stitching Arc, also known as Perla, and Susan Dufresne. And another Susan. Hello. We got two Susans here. I think somebody maybe else is popping in. Janine Things. All right. I think I got her. Deb C. She's popping in there. Diane Bell. All right, guys. Woohoo. I will say more hellos as you guys do kind of come in. Say hi in the chat. I'm going to pop out my chat. Be sure to do the same with yours if you want to. It does make for a little easier experience. Plus, if you would turn it to live chat, that way you will see all of the chat.
Hey, I've been doing some exciting stuff.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, it's more better to show it.
Okay. Well, hey, this is an ARTY channel. Showing is kind of part of
It
it.
is, and I'll just start. Okay, now I know that a lot of you were over watching Fran's debut of her stencil collection, which is quite extensive.
Already, yeah.
Already. And I, of course, have some favorites from the bunch already. Fran already knows that but let me tell you what my new favorite's the tomatoes.
The little Brad did a little bit of to turn them into more of our mask style that you love, and I think that Fran, she had already started kind of cutting things out, but we put our little bit of spin on it, and so now of course she's Franken-stenciling the pieces.
Okay, and I don't want to lose these because I think this is a really. Am I overhead yet?
I can be.
Well, I think you should.
Going top side.
Yeah, because I don't have any thoughts written down because I've been really working very diligently.
It's Tuesday. It's okay.
It's tweaky.
It's Tweaky Tuesday.
It's Tweaky Tuesday. So what I've been doing is I've been messing about, and I've been making packets for y'all. And I can't just send out a subpar packet. I have to make them look good. And I know Mariah, sometimes she's kind of irritated. She just says, I need them, and I need them now, and I don't really, whatever you've got's fine.
Because I think that, whatever she does is great, but she likes to, make them real special.
I want to make them really special. I don't want to send out something that somebody goes, well, geez, what did you get that out of the trash pile?
Anybody does that. I told her that. I don't think anybody does that.
I would, if I got some of those. Especially some of the ones as I dig down towards the bottom of the box, which is, it's chronologically.
The IDKs, it's the sediment.
Yeah, it's the sediment. The ones from
that need things
from long ago. Yeah, those are pretty. Some of those are not so special. But anyway, I've got to show you these Tomatoes.
Now, Fran's not with us right now. She's actually having broadband installed today. So, yeah.
Broadband.
Exciting.
What does that mean?
It's like internet stuff. Faster.
Oh, she hasn't had that before?
No.
Well, dadgum, y'all need to buy her stencils so she can afford that.
I think that the city's doing it.
Oh.
I think it's kind of like a, it's like, the water, and I guess everybody deserves broadband. They're just changing things out.
See.
The world
Okay,
according to P.
What?
Nothing. I love you.
All right, now this is one of them. And did I get the insides of these too? Where are these little things?
Yeah, you got them there. Those are the
Where?
reindeer.
No, they're
The
not.
camel reindeer. That thing. Oh, that's the thing. And the thing in your hand goes into that. Oh, she's terrible at puzzles.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going, boy, I really want those parts right there. The little
Feeler danglies.
cilia.
Yeah.
Cilia. Love them. Love them a lot. And they're going to be wonderful in what we're going to do today.
Yeah, so we have to say it like tomatoes. Right?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. I have to.
Tomato. I'm just thinking I really like these better because I think these speak to me of other things than just,
Oh, yeah.
like fruit.
Totally. And by the way, I kicked you off of PM Artist Studio page. I've
It's
officially.
just fine. I was very angry.
The reason that I was just thinking.
Was sitting here. I'm scrolling down and I'm going, why am I PM Artist Studio? Where am I? Lost me.
I've lost me.
I've lost me.
If you
And
guys
I
have
don't-
noticed a lot more PM Artist Studio like interaction over like on makers and
It's because I can't figure out how to get off of it.
Well, you've now been removed because I was like,
It's not going to come up as my go-to. When I come into Facebook, it would automatically go to PM Artist Studio. I was going,
I know.
I don't know who did that, but it wasn't me. If I did it, I did not do it with conscious intent.
I know.
Somebody made that decision for me.
Yes. Now
Anyway.
somebody has made a decision to take that away
Hey,
from you.
it's not hurting my feelings one damn bit. I'm telling you right now. I was so frustrated because all of a sudden I'd be scrolling down and it would go.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it do that?
I don't know. I mean, they're obviously they have changed the way that pages, like business pages.
Well, it was so weird because I had Iris Apfel was on there, and I was just getting ready to click on it, and it started doing its,
A part of the thing I think is that like you have to accept it, and I don't know that you accepted the whole thing, so it was sort of working but not fully working, which is great. That's fine. We have now, because I was getting worried what you were going to post under PM Artist Studio, which you'd already posted the tomato things, which is what led me to this conversation. But it did all come full circle here. But so you posted the funny thing about tomatoes, which I thought, oh, that's okay. But then you have a lot of other things that you like to post just as Patricia, and that's totally fine. But it would not be appropriate over on PM Artist Studio.
Well, I always make some little reference to something or other.
Something or other. But I just,
Well, I couldn't even get to makers. I couldn't make it stay on makers.
Right.
It would go there, and then it would have just the one that I clicked on, but then the rest of makers was I don't know.
Well, you should be good now. You may have to refresh or close your thing and bring it back up, and all should be right in the world. All right.
Good.
We've spent enough time on that business.
I was really frustrated, and I just gave up. My eyes hurt anyway, and I just thought, well, I'm not messing with this anymore. I'm just going to wait for my tech people to take care of this for
The
me.
universe is going to work this out. They put me in this position. They're going to,
Okay, so these guys I love. I love these because I've used these before.
See, even Lisa said that the recipe you shared kind of confused her too. See, it wouldn't have been so confusing as
What
Patricia,
recipe?
Because it shared it as PM Art. It's shared it to PM Artist Studios page.
Oh, the one that said that
The
you,
tomatoes thing,
that
which
you
was
wouldn't
funny.
add tomatoes to a fruit salad.
Right.
Well, I thought it was hysterical.
It is hysterical.
Jesus, you know, if I have to explain this stuff to y'all, I don't know. I'm a little worried. All right,
goodness.
Fran,
I'm taking
you
a
want to see the rest of these stencils, which are absolutely awesome, go
Yes.
watch her
stream from yesterday.
reruns.
Yes.
Because it's pretty wonderful. Oh, look, I better put that cute little guy over there with his friends.
Yeah, because we're going to keep P on task with just tomatoes and
Tomatoes
urchins.
and urchins.
And technically, those are a thistle plant, by the way.
Oh. Well, I think they look like...
Yeah, but we call them, but now they're urchin flowers. You know, that's how we roll.
I think that they look like... you put a little something down and you went...
Oh, yeah, little splats.
Splats.
We can call them, yeah.
I'm going to call them splats. That's what I'm going to
See,
call
I
them.
swear, this is what she does. And then, you know, anybody coming in, they'd be like, I'm looking for the splats. They're over on our website looking for the splats. No splats to be had. They are urchins. Flower urchins, urchin flowers.
Hey,
Hello, Martha. So glad you're
you
here.
know, you just...
Hey, Gayla.
Just get in touch with Mariah and she'll get you a note up on whatever it is you need to know there.
True that.
Well, now, remember these guys? They were all hooked together, and I took out the middle piece, and I don't know where it went to. Oh, here it is. I have visions that I'm going to use this for something, but I haven't yet, because you can tell, because it's in pristine white form. Yeah, okay.
Pristine white form.
But what I did is I took the middle part, I cut it out of the big outers.
I love it. Bo says, itching for an urchin? There you go. There's the link.
Yeah. There you go. So anyway, I wanted to maintain that kind of form that I used when I did, what's her name?
Vinela.
When I did Vinela, I wanted to, because I really am going to stencil some modeling paste in and use these in other endeavors.
Yes.
But aren't they just fab? And all you do is you just cut them down the middle, and then you add the washi tape. And I had to do 2 rows because I wanted to round out, because it just chopped it off, right? And I wanted to round that out, so I did 2 rows of double. I did both sides. I put this side down, and then I turned it over and covered up the other side with some tape. And once these have been used a couple of times, you don't have to worry about the tape coming loose. And the one thing washi sticks to is itself.
It likes itself.
It likes itself. It doesn't like paper, which that comes in kind of handy, because I just put it down
And then stick another
and then
one to it.
pull it up, and it sticks to the U-po really well.
Yes, it sticks to Yupo as well.
Yes.
Really well.
It does.
Tambien.
Tommy in. Okay, so
Hey, Estella. Hey, Marianne.
there's
Brenda.
that. Just wanted to share that little bit of information with you, and I have been working on
Yes.
some...
Man, she's
What?
on a roll. Those Uber tubers are from these wires.
Uber tubers are from the wires. They are.
That's right. Now you gotta print and stencil your own.
Yeah.
That's on y'all.
Okay.
We do send the outer bit.
Now, here is
It did have a very
atomic asters.
off look.
Okay, and I lopped off this side.
Yeah, you did.
All right, there was a reason for that. It's because I've been putting it together with this one
Oh.
on the big plate so that I have this continuous, rather than, you know, that sharp line that delineates there. Hey, and it works great. So, I don't want to lose my splat.
Here. That's funny. So, Carrie Griffith says that they look like Olaf from Frozen, which I totally agree. And then Acme Post says that they look like kind of blow up wavy hands, you know, in advertising, like this guy. Hey.
Oh, yeah, the ones that wiggle in the air.
Yeah.
The wigglers.
The wigglers. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can see all of that. I mean, I really think, and who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew that something like this could just be so wonderful for so many things? And here, let me just show you this little beauty. See the tubers down here?
Ooh.
I know.
Gayla's back from their retreat this last weekend.
Do you have any good stories?
Oh yeah, we can't wait to. When's Patty going live?
Yeah.
Kind of missed her.
There's always some good stories. Just cracks me up. I wait for those.
How do we know what's the
I
best
wish
thing
you
to
would
buy?
go on retreats more often so I could listen to more stories
Yes.
about who was doing what. And, you know, one of those things is supposed to stay in Vegas, but it doesn't ever.
Yeah,
There's always somebody in the group
You should probably not, like, if you want your stories to stay contained, not hang out with people that are going on YouTube.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay, this is like 4 different layers.
This one's kind of woo.
I know, but isn't it just no?
Yeah, that's the feeling.
And here we are.
That's
Look at-
awesome.
Isn't this wonderful? How that backs up to each other.
So really, you kind of furthered your blocking,
Yeah, because see, here's this guy here.
but less of a, a hard stop.
Yes. Yes, that's absolutely a wonderful way to say it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
Vicky.
and my darn stencil got stuck to my paper again today. And I do not know what caused that, but you can see, there it is.
Hey, those of you that are coming in, do say hello. We do not know who you are until you say hello in the chat. If you want to lurk, totally fine. Do give the thumbsy upsies. We very much appreciate it and let other people know something fun might be happening over here.
Might be happening.
We've got some exciting things today. We've already shown Fran's stencils a little bit. If you guys want to see that further, we have posted links. Violet can post that link again if you guys want to go back and check out those, or just go over to the website, check those out. Mo's been dropping links to the website. We have some really great moderators in here today, so watch for those links in the chat, because that's always a helpful place to find, pertaining links.
Absolutely.
Oh, and see, now he's allowing us to have it. He took it away from us. Did you see that?
Okay.
Oh, no. You got the hand.
I'm not quite ready for that. I've got 2 more pieces to do here. Okay, look at the tubers.
I love that.
And then I went around the edge and I put some, I don't know, one of those oxides that I use all the time on a baby wipe and kind of wiped out the hard edge of the tuber thing.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that great? Oh, this was a flop off.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got it and just put it down over that one that was already done.
Yeah.
It's kind of a funny, like, sort of, it looks like the beginning of a world of some of the stuff like Izzy watches. To where, like, because there's funny characters under the ground, and then because you can see in the background, like, you have the ant farm view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do some more of that on this
Hey,
one
Agatha.
and on this one, because these were some spray ones that I did that, were less than.
That's perfect for that flop off kind of.
Yeah, perfect background, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we are. Ta-da!
We're gonna try out some paints because
32 colors.
yeah. So Chalkola is doing this Chalkola artist kind of campaign to where if you are on social media, if you're a content creator, they will send you these free. You have to get in contact with them. If you have questions about that, any of you guys, Judy P, she's gonna do one too. I noticed that she was gearing up with her Chalkola artist campaign, so that's pretty fun. P's gonna give them a try. We're gonna swatch some. I don't know if we're gonna get to all of them because we do actually want to get some.
We
paint
want
down.
to use them.
Yeah, we want to use them. So we will.
I'm going to be selective about the colors
okay.
that I
Good,
choose.
good deal. Good deal.
All right, now number 1, love the box.
Always love some good,
I love the
Packaging.
box. Look at this beautiful box. Look at that. Well made, inside, outside, nice.
Love a good box.
Love a good box.
Holler in the chat. You know who you are. Give us the,
A little palette that looks like a palette. Ooh, just open that up. I never
It
use.
is
I
like
never
a
use.
proper palette.
It's a proper palette. And
Hey, Niecy.
I may have to
Bethany, Mary Ann. I think I said hello.
get out the dynamite and get into it.
Hello. Mary Ellen. Got people rolling in here. Joni.
Hold it in your. Hold your thumb there. See.
Oh yeah, poor Joni. I think you got a bad batch of the shuttle, because we love our shuttle arts paints. And well, hers were really. She said they smelled terrible, so she tossed them.
Well, I did you call them and tell them?
I don't know.
Because they shouldn't smell bad. Ours don't smell.
Ours don't smell bad.
But I do know because we have an apple barrel thing.
Yeah, but that's usually after they're very old. So I just wonder.
And I still use it, even though it stinks.
And I know you used it on something the other day, and you brought it down to the office, and I'm like, time I walked by it, I was like, whoop.
Mariah's a lot more sensitive about stuff than I am. We're gonna try. Look at the brushes. Also.
I did invite Chalkola to, come and hang out. Maybe they're lurking.
Check out these brushes. Well, I like the short handles because you can stick them in your nice little.
I was just expecting the paints.
I know.
Woohoo.
Oh, hey, look at that. Nice. Nice
little flick.
Nice little flick, and
that
look, we've got a
little. Yeah,
that's probably a little bit soft for this particular use, but I like it. And you can never have too many of these little brushes. Never have
especially
too many.
With 5-year-old.
And I'm loving the nice little squares.
Acrylic.
Yeah, and we've got some.
Oh, she returned them to Amazon. Okay, good. I think you got a bad batch.
Okay, yeah, I do, because they do not smell bad. They do not smell bad. Okay, I'm going to hand these to Mariah, and she can put them in some kind of a thing over there.
A vessel.
Over there. Oh, and look, a little sponge here.
Ooh. Izzy will be all over that if she sees it. She really likes the sponges.
She does.
She thinks they're all hers. Oh, look at that. There's actually room for that. Amazed. Ooh.
Palette knife.
A palette knife. And hey, we don't have one quite shaped like that.
I really don't. That's kind. It's sort of like this one, but it's fatter.
Yeah,
look.
it's a broader.
It's way fatter.
Oh. They say wider is better sometimes. I hope that's true. So,
Well, I'm going to hand that to Mariah. She can wrestle it. All right. Well, let's look at these paints here. Oh yes. Okay, titanium white. They've got 2 of those. That is a good. Whoever's doing the marketing here knows that is a good idea.
That they did what?
2 whites.
Oh.
You actually, and you need two yellows because you have to have yellow to make green and orange. Oh.
The blues.
Blue.
Oh, maybe we should pick a color palette for today or something. I don't know. Oh, it's
well, here's mine.
Yeah.
This would be it right here.
I was about to say, oh, yeah, we found it. Never mind.
The raws and the burns. The raws and the burns. And we've got some copper. I don't know if it's metallic.
Oh, I definitely will, Carrie. I definitely will.
All right, so what are we feeling? What are we feeling?
I don't know, Ann. I don't know what their parameters are.
Okay, I'm just going to pull these out right here. Because these are the colors that I like, and if y'all like something else, then you can just use something else.
I was going to say, pull out that one that looks like Prussian blue. There you go. They got a schmaltz.
I was looking though, but they do have a Prussian.
Oh, is that their Prussian? What's the one that you have in your hand?
This was Payne's Gray.
Oh,
that's we're going to swatch these because remember, it doesn't matter what kind of paint you get, even if it's golden. My swatches do not match up. Pardon me, to the color that they have, put on their little.
Well, by the way, just as somebody that has come from, commercial printing, that is extremely hard to do.
Yeah. Unless you got some person that, sitting there.
Even then, because what you're talking about is completely different. Unless they're running acrylic paint on the press, which they don't. It's never going to match exactly because you're talking about a different type of process. Now, that's where Pantone comes in. But if you guys want to talk about that sort of thing, you see her, she's already starting to like
what?
Glaze over about that when I start talking about those sorts of things.
All right, now what's going to be our you hand me strips. I'm gonna
here
I got
a pile of and then you hand it back to me.
And you and you're gonna glue them or stick them or whatever.
Yeah, I got some idea over here.
Okay, so we're going to start off with burnt sienna.
They're in a little pile. Like confetti.
Gosh.
We knew they were little, but then Brad took them away from us. Because he wanted you guys to get the full reaction of like the cool packaging and all that.
Yeah, so I just got to see that the tubes were small, and I told Mariah that. And actually, this works a lot better if it's on there before
Don't push too hard and pop it out. There you go. Maybe I should have put the. I had plans on double side taping them or double sticking. You know.
All right, we're gonna redo this.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you these paints, and you're gonna put the things on them and hand them back to me.
Oh, fantastic! I can do that.
And then I'll do them on the side. So that's a really, I mean, I'm loving that. And I don't know how it compares to other. I've got what did I say that was, Mariah? Raw sienna.
There was a burnt sienna and well, the one that you just opened was a burnt sienna.
Yeah, and see, I don't know that I have a burnt sienna. I have a Van Dyke.
Well, you gotta hand me back the little tabby things too.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Getting things worked out.
And I'm just thinking right now, these are pretty much opaque. But remember, a lot of times, the ones that seem kind of opaque, if you brayer them out a little bit more, you don't have so much opacity there.
Now, do you care if these are like completely stuck down? Or is it okay if they're just on there?
Well, you need to stick them down because I'm going to probably be storing them someplace where I don't want them catching on each other as I rip them out of wherever I have them.
All right, lady.
And don't put too much tape on because then I don't have any room.
Aye, aye, Captain. Let me see. Does
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and...
Does that meet my lady's expectations?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps. Let's try it out.
She'll tell me if it doesn't.
You don't need very much. Yes, and see, this was working a lot better. Okay. A lot more opacity. But I don't know. Let's let it dry and we'll see.
Yeah, because sometimes once it dries, you get...
Okay. Just continue on with this,
Okay.
what we're doing here. And I'm going to pull...
I love that they have the name on both sides. Now I'm going to cover up one side. That one was a little wonky, but for the most part, did you notice that? So no matter which way you have the tube, you see
oh
the
yeah,
name.
they're kind of offset.
That one is. That for whatever reason. The rest of these are lined up.
Okay. All right, good to know.
The wonky one.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, better bust that edge. I did these yesterday, I think. Yesterday? Or the day before?
I believe so.
I don't know for sure. But I wanted to share this with you and kind of talk about
Hi, Tam.
alternatives to just putting something down and pulling one thing up, because this is done with two colors. First color was the this Lucas Krill Mauve is like my new favorite color. And see, it looks pretty opaque there, but when you brayer it out, you get nice.
Yeah.
See the edges of that? Yeah, that's what we have there. Then after I pulled off stuff, I went back over it with this, which is completely...
Oh, hey, they mark on here. They have whether which ones are opaque and which ones are going to be, I would assume, because they got a little half circle on the gold. I think a majority...
Oh, and they've got a whole circle here.
I think a majority of these are the full circle. But again, like we always say...
And what is the plus, plus, plus?
I don't know. We'll have to probably look on the box.
Well, I don't think you can do that because you have to turn them over. Seems to me. Oh, light fastness.
Oh, look Look at you, Chalkola. Very impressed.
All of them seem to be, oh no, the Indian yellow is just 2. Opacity. Okay. Oh,
All right.
hurt my neck.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't look like a.
Yeah, I don't want to have to read that way very, very long. Okay, so that's what happened here. Then I pulled the entire thing with my black mixture. Alrighty.
There you go.
Well, let's sally forth and carry on with this business here.
Wahoo.
Wahoo.
I shall check up here. Oh, hello, Zena.
All right. This is just working out marvelously.
I know.
We're just really going to town. Here's gold. Now, do you want me to just hand you the whole box and you can just... No, you need to read the chat. You need to read what people are saying.
Yeah, and plus I don't think we're going to make it through all of them anyway, so let's focus on our kind of top color choices. We will bring in the others later on. I mean, don't worry. No worries. We will use them.
Yes,
Ooh,
we
that's
will.
kind of a nice gold.
It is a nice gold, and I'm going to put the lid on, and then I'm going to give it a little shaky.
And see the outside, that label was definitely not indicative of the prettiness of that gold.
No, it isn't. This is very matte, and I thought it was just like, you know, gold.
Gold. Not gold.
Not
Not my kind of gold.
metallic, not Mariah's kind of gold, God, for sure. Okay, now this one is raw sienna. And I love the kind of painterly quality of their little labels here. Isn't that cool? I like it. I think it's very good. It looks very arty-farty.
Artsy fartsy.
Yeah. Like serious paints. Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
That's a really nice one. I like that one. It's so good. Raw umber.
Now that almost looks like
Look
your
at that.
color. Yeah, and it's very close to your tube that you got out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's in the family.
Let's
see
see.
how much. Yeah.
Just trying to get enough that I can get a good smear. I don't want to.
And these are good sized little tubes. I mean, what are they? 2 ounces? I think they're 2 ounce tubes.
Okay, well, it's not nearly as red as it's indicated, and this is why you do the swatching.
Yeah.
Save yourself a lot of grief, because right off the bat we're going, oh my, that's really close to that. Oh, nope. Not necessarily so.
Oh, remember, you guys, I have these sheets that you can print out yourself, free, on our website. If you want to download it, the little, strips of, it's not exactly like, rocket science by any means, but if you want it pre-made, print them out, and then you just cut them up like we do, and then we stick them on. And then some of them I even printed on those labels, but we've noticed that the label paper does not take the laser printer very well.
Doesn't like it.
Even though supposedly
it goes
it
all
is
splotchy on you.
multi-purpose, laser or sticker label words.
Now see that one, it says, but when you really spread it out thinly, you get less opacity there.
And again, very interesting that their labeling has gone kind of with a reddish tone. Talk to your press operator about that.
Yeah. Payne's Gray. And I would certainly not call that Payne's Gray.
To me, that's closer to like the Liquitex Prussian blue.
Yeah, no kidding. One of those in the fluid.
Yeah.
The little short squatty.
And the more green leaning one, or
maybe even the smalt.
No, it is not schmalt. Schmalt is almost periwinkle.
Yeah, that's purpley. You're right.
Thank you. See?
Yeah.
That one's
close.
close.
That's close.
But I'm telling you, it's very close to that Liquitex that
has the green tinge to it.
Hey, creatively.
Still a little greener.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Where's that Liquitex tube that you, it's in the tube that you have. Maybe you've put it away.
in what?
I think it's Prussian blue. I think. But it's a Liquitex tube. Not that one. That it is very similar to.
We got an Amsterdam. No, that's not it.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll
We're not
figure
going to
that
focus
out.
on that.
We're not going to be.
Don't go
get
down
all-
that rabbit hole.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so anyway, let's. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Paint-a-lanch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dead-gum Amsterdam paints that don't fit under the thing.
You can't even clip them.
Well, I'm going to clip this baby.
Okay. This is what she's been doing to get them on the cart. There's been
Gotta
much
be careful
rearrangement.
that you don't want to.
I'm
have it.
zooming in, by the way.
All right, I got her under there. And I love these scissors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty, well, let's do something here. I don't know if I'm going to do what I was going to do there. I think I'm just going to start over.
Change your mind.
Change my. I'm allowed.
You are. You're in charge.
I'm allowed. But we're going to pull some more prints here so we can. Oh, and look here.
They look like pineapples, especially in the yellow. They give me a very pineapple-y vibe.
Huh. Well, we'll try to fix that.
A little weird pineapples.
Weird pineapple. We could go with the brown.
Also known as...
Raw umber.
Okay.
Or we could go with burnt. And you know, I really lied. I'm going to pull in a...
Well, here, give me a thing and I'll get you a little swatchy on
This rose madder, you know, I never liked rose madder in watercolor. But I can honestly say I've never used acrylic rose madder in any form.
Well, and I kind of wonder if this is... Carrie bought him a... What is that? I think it's a Winsor Newton that he got, but he's not in love with it. It's just kind of a pink. He talks about a couple of times about not loving it. But I wonder if this is kind of in that...
Color range?
yes. Of his not favorite.
Yeah, okay. Well, what I'm going to do while Mariah's, you know, mussing about with that...
Fran! You snuck in on me.
Yeah, you did, and we
Hey.
already talked about your stencils and sent everybody over to see you.
Did you get the new internet? We do want to know.
Okay, so I've been working on the spider webs, and look at this. Isn't that lovely? That's because I brayered over the stencil, and when I did the pull off, that came off also. That happens once in a while.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're back to this. Now, we're going to talk about this and what you do. Oh, and this is the new paper, too. So we're going to see how it pulls.
He says his is opera rose pink, yeah, that he's not in love with. It's very pink.
It's very pink?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know how to fix that. Just put some green with it. And it'll be wonderful. All right, this paper is extremely stiff. I don't know how it's going to pull. And it's hard to break up your edges because it's not bendy.
Well, you know, they say, I've seen it a few times, and just a few days ago they were showing it again over on Instagram, but to actually pull the plate off of the paper. But with the acrylic on there, I mean, it's not like it would be terribly difficult, but...
All right, well,
Spider
this is the
Walters.
Fabriana paper, Fabriano.
And
I
you
like it. I mean, it does a nice job.
But your favorite one was the
Jack Richardson.
Richardson.
Yeah, I'll pull one of those in a minute. Okay. Well, this is nice and sturdy, and especially if you're going to use these for book pages, highly recommend that. Because it's a little more, it has a little more body to it than, you know, the hammer mill paper.
Yeah.
Okay, this is also the Fabriano paper.
Low contrast Walters webbing. And Mo just put the link there. Thank you. And Judy P just dropped in our link to join our ARTY perks if you want to save on top of what we already, you know, we always have like kind of good pricing over there on the website. Someday we will change that. I'm just kind of, you know, let you guys know.
Okay, so we have high contrast and low contrast. You see?
Oh, she wants, Deb wants to know which Fabriano was it.
Just a sec, I can get it for you. Well,
Now, we did the full review over there on Sunday of each one. And I have pictures. I will be getting that blog with the side-by-side pictures and the information, the chart. I'm going to try today. I've been trying. But
I don't know, what did I do with my chart? I had all of that stuff together.
I brought it back up to you.
I know you did.
I have pictures.
Here it is, I think.
It seems like that's kind of the right pile.
I'm going in the right direction here. Okay, so low contrast. This is.
I love that print.
This is the cheap paper. Where's my? Here we go. Okay, so the Fabriano is 135 pounds. That's significant.
Right, and it's not watercolor paper, so it's not like hot pressed or cold pressed. It doesn't indicate that, right?
It doesn't have a lot of tooth. It's fairly smooth, and it's the same on both sides. So, you know, you don't have to worry about that. 20 sheets were $10.20. So, you know.
No worries, Deb. We'll get your note up here. We'll get you a little
50 cents
review.
a sheet, or, you know, I cut mine in two, so they're like, that would be 25 cents worth of paper right here.
Math. Where's
25.
Darcy?
25 cents.
Darcy, where you at?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing some fast math. You check me up here. Okay. And it does kind of roll a little bit, but I mean, all paper rolls. I don't even know why people talk about that. That's stupid. Of course it does if you're pulling it off of there. Okay. But my favorite was the Jack Richardson. And Company Ink. They also had original artwork on the front of theirs, which I thought was really very nice. God dang, Izzy and her stickers.
She's been very busy lately.
Well,
Yes.
it keeps falling off of the thing up here, and it fell down on this. And, of course, it had something else smushing it down. But this is original artwork by Heather Oxzel.
Zena, yes. A lot of times P will leave the prints overnight, especially if she is pulling something that is already dry, because you need the paint to adhere. If you're going paint to paint, it should dry.
It should. And a lot of
Fully.
times if I am also using a lot of paint because I'm going through a stencil or something, it's very heavy paint, very wet. This would be a good paper for that too. I like this Jack Richardson's paper. I'm going to put that right there and I'll hopefully remember to use that.
Very good.
I had it the other day. Okay, so my least favorite was this You Create, the flimsy one. It doesn't pick it up. I don't know if one side is slightly different than the other. This is on the more toothy side, but I mean there's not a lot of difference.
Now, something to consider with that this You Create is considered like a student grade, you know, hobby type print pulling paper.
But if you're going to do that, use the hammer mill.
But this is also great paper. I think it's kind of the in-between. Like, you know, when you're very first starting out, you're going to pull a ton of prints. They're not going to be super awesome. And you should really just, you know, kind of focus on getting how you're managing your paint.
Yes. And your brayering and understanding how to integrate your stencils with your paint.
Right. Then the You Create or something similar like the Blick sulfite drawing paper, which is very similar. Also, cost-wise, I mean, especially if you are pulling tons and tons of prints, you're going to want something that you can get a lot of and be consistent. So that's kind of an option there. Then, once you become really good,
then you can get the fancy paper.
Yeah.
I actually my go-to paper is the hammer mill. Either that or the Paycon. And the Paycon is good paper. I like it. Is that reasonably priced? It is, isn't it?
Paycon?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is. And you can get it over on Blick too, but you might as well, if you're buying from Blick, you might as well buy the larger quantities and get their sulfite paper. It's a better price.
Now, we haven't used that.
We have, because that's what Robin had sent you a long time ago.
I don't know.
And that's
if I
why we
liked
went with
it
the
or not.
Ucreate, because we can get it in like just 100 sheets. We
Yeah.
don't have a ton of it sitting around here.
Okay, medium contrast, and I haven't done anything else with that. Have we gone through these already?
Well, I'd rather you not, and then I can just send people over to Instagram and say, if you want to
Okay.
see these,
Yeah,
keep
go
an
to
eye out this
Instagram.
week, because I'll be pulling those, or
Yeah.
posting those.
Okay.
So the question regarding oil paint, we've never done that.
No.
So I don't really,
I have no intentions of doing it.
I'm not a fan of oil paint, just in general.
Now,
just 'cause
they have the water-based oil paints, which might very well work. I don't know. I just have had no compelling reason
why
to
does
do that.
kind of blow my mind a little bit. And are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure.
She knows things.
I do, and I know about that, and I knew that, okay, here's another one of it's the same technique, the one I just described to you. And you can see I had lots of paint, because you can see the edges there. Okay, well that pulled like and this is the Fabriano.
Hi, and Mo, if you want to drop a link to just the latest blog post regarding the basics of gel printing, I have all the different papers on there, or I plan to update it even with the latest 2 that we did the comparison with. Because that would be a great link for you guys to kind of go and explore and check it out, like pricing wise, what you're comfortable with, have the options. And of course, all of those are affiliate link. Well, not all of them, because anything Blick wise, we don't. We just know about them and want to share that information with you guys. But anything Amazon wise, we do make a little bit of commission at no expense to you.
I'd hoped that a little bit more of
Pretty.
the copper was going to come through in these little areas, and it did. But I wanted it more
That's
of this, which I just needed. I don't know what I needed to do there, but boy, I had lots of paint. That was really, and you noticed it just is not coming off any of the edges. Okay, we need to condition that plate. But I think this is really quite lovely, and this is also the Fabriano paper. And boy, it's nice. Mariah, you're going to have to knock the AC up a bit. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it seems like it's hotter than Hades in here.
Will do.
I now have Izzy saying hotter than Hades. I said it's a lot nicer than saying it's hotter than hell. Most the people that you associate with won't know where Hades is anyway.
On the playground.
We're getting her ready for school.
I'm telling you, you're taking all the, the calls.
You're just going to give them the 907 number?
Yeah. Like, if there are any complaints about our kid, you really need to talk to her, Gigi. We're guessing it was related to something she probably told her anyway. We've talked to them both.
Okay, so this is a good time, and I if you're new,
Diane.
you're new. I like the mineral oil. You can use other things. I just like it because it has a nice little bit of a not overwhelming lemon smell to it, and it really doesn't linger once you've.
Yeah.
I pulled a lot of prints from this little booger,
Yeah,
so
you-
it was about time for it to get a new resurfacing. And these little pieces that are coming off of here, you want to make sure you get rid of those. They can cause some serious issues out there in the world of printing.
Yes, Mo, that is exactly, that's the stuff that P likes to use. I am gonna look for some, just, you know, food grade plain stuff, which I guess we could just get at the CVS like Ann always says. Just get it from the pharmacy. And then we can infuse it with some vanilla.
Yeah. And we can send our recipe to those people that, and they
Hi,
can
Terry.
start doing it. Okay, make sure you got all your crummies off of your, and I apologize for the state affairs of my paper here.
Terry, I don't know, the glycerin, the glycerin to clean the plate. I mean, I know that.
Glycerin's used in lotion. I don't know. I don't know
hand
anything about
sanitizer.
that.
And Sharon, the Texture Junkies, she uses it in a mix with to do the alcohol ink stuff. So it's not like it hurts the plate. I'm pretty aware of that. But yes, the Paycon paper is good for jelly printing. It's just it is not as nice or fine of a paper as what we have just now found with the Richardson.
It's probably not, but you know, it still has a nice feel to it. I mean, really, honestly, it does. Okay, I'm putting these down, and I just wanted to talk about this. I don't think I don't want that there. I really like 3, but I just love that little booger. Maybe I'll move this down. The reason I put these down to begin with, and I wanted to say something to Fran the other day when she was printing, but I had a baby that I was taking care of, and she was not being very deadgum nice.
She's been very busy lately, very
and
involved.
Demanding of my time, and she was creating a hellacious mess over here, so I kind of was trying to. All right, so if you want your stencil to stick, and you want to get a nice crisp image, put it down on a naked plate. Word. All right, well, let's try some of this rose stuff.
Hey, for those of you that are coming in, so P's about to do some cool printing here, finally. We got things cleaned up, we're ready to go, talked about paper, done all of that. For those of you that are enjoying what's going on and you have just kind of come in, please do say hello in the chat. We want to say hello back. If you want to lurk, totally fine. Jasper, lurk away, work away. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, happy birthday. 21?
I'm sure it is. And do give the thumbsy upsies. We very much appreciate it. Helps our channel. Number one way to support all that PM does is to subscribe to the channel and give those thumbsy upsies on the videos.
Okay, now which one did I use? Did I use?
I think you used both of them.
Damn it,
Didn't
I
you?
didn't swatch it either.
Well, you were supposed to. Sure that was the one?
Oh,
Oh.
I like
It's
it.
very
Yes, I'm
pink.
pretty sure. It's totally transparent. Well, I'm loving that. Okay, now this is the one that I use to smash down my stuff when I'm. This is my brayer and one.
Oh,
Well,
well.
I'll tell you what, I got carried away with that. Oh, look at that. See that right there?
Oh, yeah.
Don't allow that to happen. It will leave a mark right in the middle of your, and you will be wondering what in the world is going on while you're getting a stripe down the middle.
Oh, Pamela's working, lurking, and working. Alrighty, no worries, Pamela. Glad you said hello.
Let's see what
Ooh,
happens
I like
here.
that.
Bit of a murky.
Yeah. It's a murky, lurky, worky pink.
Work it in there,
For
and
all
I'm
of our
gonna.
lurkers.
We're really gonna give it a workout. Give it a
Very
workout.
Dr. Susie.
All right, we're going with Jack Richardson paper.
That looks like a tomato color. Yeah.
Kind of a bit. That wasn't intentional. I really wanted it to be something kind of pousy, you know.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of your 60s, 70s powsy wowsies.
I'm kind of in that vein right
Oh,
now.
I was going to say, Jasper, please do post in Makers. Be sure to put lots of details in your post. But do post your stuff in Makers and let everybody know where to go, what's going on. All right, yes, you thing is stuck down.
They liked the stencil.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee you we probably got that negative. Oh, I love this paint. Look at that. Isn't that marvelous?
Ooh.
Look at that. Now I'm not getting, oh, and I'm going to just see if I can get that other stencil back down there.
You should have turned on your diffuser today.
I should have.
I mean,
Oh, well,
is
I don't
dry.
think there's enough there to really make, because I really want to do this other technique
Okay.
where, you know, I'm getting an outline.
You flipped it.
Oh.
That was the problem. There you go. And you could line up your what? There you go. Yeah.
All right, that's good enough for the girls I go with. Okay. Look at that. That's fabulous. Love it. A lot. Now, all right, I told you I wasn't going to just willy-nilly grab some stuff here. But here's some more that we're going to. Heather green,
Well, do you want me to swap?
viridian,
Let me put the little
and
things.
sea green, sap green.
Sap.
Okay, we're going to go with sap. And I'll hand it to you in a minute.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go ahead. Oh, well, here, go ahead. I'll put this down and then we can. Can you do this one first?
I can, yeah.
All right, well, let's swatch this.
I am going to find a label paper that is ideal for the laser printer. If you guys have any recommendations, do let me know.
Okay, well, that is a beautiful transparent red. And let's see what good old sap green. I know about sap green from watercolor, but I've never had sap green in acrylic.
It cracks me up that all of your reference to color is like knowing about it from watercolor. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, watercolor or batiking where you're using always using transparent.
Yeah.
Well, that lid is giving me a bit of it, but
Oh, you
I
got
have
some.
trouble with. Okay, it is also. All right, so let's use a little sap green.
Francis, that's a tiny plate for big tomatoes.
Well, you know, I don't want to be using up all of my paint, so we're using small. We're going with a small venue here.
Of course, yes, it is okay to post.
But look at that brayer off. Oh!
Okay, here I got two more for you. Or whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready.
Oh goodness. Although these look like the the fancy tomatoes. Heirloom.
Heirlooms.
Say fancy tomatoes. Very expensive ones.
Okay, you need to use a bit more of the paint. Did you see how dry that got right away?
Yeah, do keep in mind it is, you know, zero humidity basically. It's maybe like 20 or 30% today, but
Boy, that one dadgum stencil just
Narrow.
doesn't want to stay on the plate.
which is kind of interesting.
And I told you earlier today I had paper sticking.
Mm-hmm. It's just dry. Dry, dry, dry.
Dry, dry, dry. Trying to be as nice about this as I possibly can. I don't know if that's going to work because I don't know if it's going to cooperate with me or not. Now we had a little kertuffle there.
Oh, we did that last year, Susan. The whole refrigerator replacing. It's quite traumatic.
Yeah, and it's traumatic for your pocketbook too.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can see I've got sticky paper there. I don't really care because I'll probably throw these in a bath anyway. But let's see what we can do here.
Don't stack your tomato.
Trust me, they're not. They're
dry.
dry. All right. Well, let's just what are we gonna do here? Let's put a little more sap green down. I love fried green tomatoes. Don't y'all love fried green tomatoes?
Like
All right, we're going to use a bit more.
Which one is that?
This is sap green,
Sap.
and it is transparent.
Well, we're... Oh, that's pretty.
And we're going with some Jack Richardson paper, which I have written on these, so
No, they won't deliver it because they're stairs. I'm sorry, Susan. We're sending happy love to you and
what? They won't deliver what?
her refrigerator because of the stairs.
Oh. Assholes. I love it. I mean, even the little...
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Fran, what do you think? Because she said she was excited about seeing what was going to happen with that on the plate.
Hey, these paints are quite nice. I'm very pleased with them. And I'm going to...
Tomato fossils.
Pardon?
I like that, Heather. Tomato fossils.
Yeah. Let's try a little bit of this. This is raw sienna, but let's bump it up a little bit and give it a little bit of color, and let's add a little bit of this rose madder so that we can kind of red iron oxide
I think
this.
you need to put a bit more out there.
You
like
just
your-
you just shush it.
All right.
I gotta get my maters ready here. Make sure I've got the right side down. Okay, if this happens to you and you don't feel like going to wash your stencils off, put the paper side down on the plate. That way you've got a new side to work with.
Oh, Ricky says if you're eating fried green tomatoes, don't use the real green ones. More tasty if you use the ones that are just starting to get some color, yellow to pink.
Oh, seriously?
There, that's some good info.
Good info.
Oh, Judy says Rose Matter. Isn't that a movie?
I don't know.
Oh. A little more blurry.
Well, you know, it's what happens when you over whatever. And remember, this was pretty opaque. Probably not my best choice there. Or no, this is the one I used. Yeah?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Watch the
Okay.
replay.
Yeah, watch the replay.
Oh, Ricky grew up on a vegetable farm. That's cool.
Very cool. What kind of vegetables?
I know. All this tomato talk.
Like a truck farm or a...
No, vegetable farm. That's what she says.
Well,
Vegetable.
a truck farm is a vegetable farm.
Oh, is that? I don't.
Yeah.
She
That
knows
means you
what
put your veggies on the truck and take them to town.
farm. Oh. Hi, Misty.
Well, we're gonna really give it a go here. See how it mixes on the plate. Because you know me, I'm that palette thing over there. What a waste of time. I don't unless you're doing watercolor.
Well, I think that's why they supplied it.
Probably so.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nice.
It's not a gel plate printer's palette. That would just be another gel plate, or you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's some
Business.
That's some business.
Oh, there you go.
Stay put. All right, here we go. We're going with Jack.
Truck farm. All kinds of veggies.
Okra.
Brenda has some hot pressed Fabriano and have treasured it forever. Kind of thick. Yeah, this stuff is kind of thick.
This is thick, and I don't know that I would necessarily use that on the gel plate. I wouldn't go with any higher than 135 pound. In fact, I would be happier with less weight.
Unless you're making ATCs.
This is true. Boy, you don't need to back it with much of anything. one layer of whatever, or double up on it, and you got it.
But if you're treasuring it, then.
And this is the only thing, wherever you have those nice little, whatchamacallit, doodaddies, you're going to need to take your, the knob, and give it a bit of a twirl. Now, that's my bad.
Oh.
Nice print. Nice print. Okay, now before I take this up, we're going to do some, I'm hoping, halo-y.
Now, one of the cool things I would think that you could do, if you did do it on the watercolor paper, is you could then come back and watercolor in those one areas, and that would be kind of nifty.
It would be. My only thing about the watercolor is, number one, if it's really, really stiff, you're probably not going to get a good impression. So, because you just can't. And if it's pebbled,
yeah,
that's no way, no. Just not going to work.
She says okra. She's in northern Indiana. Tomatoes, cantaloupe, peas, peppers, sweet corn, watermelon, pinto beans, etc.
Okay, here's the cheap paper.
I think that's those, so yeah, the almost black tomatoes. I think those are just heirlooms. But, I mean, I think each one, heirloom just really says that they're not reproduced, right? Like they get to...
Well, they're not hybrid. They're
Yeah.
true seeds. They're not...
Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
trying to
my only problem with this paint
Kelly.
is it sticks to the Yupo a bit. But look at that.
You mean it sticks to
Nice
the...
definition. It
It's-
sticks to the paper.
Yeah.
No, it sticks to... yeah, we don't have an exact clean... All right, now, this is going to be cool. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Now, why don't you mix in a little retarder? See how well it...
Well, I could, but see, it's kind of hard to do that when you're using the stencil. I don't have a clean go.
Okay.
But
Hey, Lisa. I like this green. This one doesn't
this
make me
sappy
like,
green,
yeah, I
isn't
like
it wonderful?
It's not froggy. It's sappy. I'm sap for sap green.
Now, we're going to let that dry.
Now what?
Let it dry.
I think you should try to mix some tomatoes and wires. I think that would be kind of interesting. Personally. It's just a thought.
Like, what do you mean?
Just, do your thing, but I think wires and tomatoes might,
Oh, like side by side?
yeah, or just kind of, might be interesting. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Judy P likes this.
What?
Oh, black creme tomato.
My sister grows
Ooh, German Johnson
German Johnson.
tomatoes.
And is that an heirloom?
I would assume so.
I don't know if it's just the humidity factor today, but the paint does seem a bit sticky, which means it picks up good.
Yeah.
It's just, I wouldn't allow my stencils to sit there
Yeah.
for long periods of time because it's not going to come up. It's just not. All right, Mariah wants us to do
Hey, Susan.
wires and tomatoes because she thinks they go together.
Well, I think they might just be interesting together. I don't know if they go together. But it's kind of like maybe like tomatoes on a vine or... just like the
Well,
idea.
They're all kind of married up back here.
Oh.
Surprise, surprise. You hear Andy Griffin saying that? No, who's you say that?
I don't know.
It's from Mayberry. Surprise, surprise.
I don't remember that show. I did watch a little bit on Nickelodeon, but... Hey, Xandra. Glad you're here.
Well, this might look like, remember, if you want it to stick, use your naked plate.
There you go. That fits a little better. Kind of sliding down on me. Let's see if I can move that.
What is, oh,
There we go.
sorry.
I was going to try to move the camera.
I don't know that, I don't like two.
No.
And maybe I can make this work. Better that it would work on a naked plate than a non-naked plate. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move this to the outside right there. And move this little hummer right there. But that's probably not the very best plan, since those little things will probably grab onto something. Press them down into the plate.
Yes. Exactly. So wires also for tuber outer bits. You really do get a lot of stencil out of the wires.
Oh my goodness, yes, bang for the buck.
Yes.
But you know, I'm just loving this little organic. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit more paint than I have been.
And says, yes, the wire stencils are one of the few times that you want to get your wires crossed. Oh, wait, look at that. She's chuckling so hard she's shaking the table.
I grabbed onto I forgot to turn my brayer over.
Oh, yeah, they have a little
Giving
bit of
a bit of a bounce.
Yeah. I think you just need more of that paint.
Well, I think I've got plenty of paint. I'm just not sure that it's...
Do you have any of the, do you have any of your deli paper or whatever over there that's...
Yeah, I do.
It'd be interesting to see what that does. Sorry. Oh, we've been up late processing orders.
And I've been sleeping with the baby. Sometimes sleep is not the word that you would necessarily come to mind right away.
Snuggling sugar biscuits. I think you just let that go. Is it okay? It's
No.
good. I wish you could put it back. You need to go a little easier. Hey, Maxine. How you doing? Oh, stitching, if you refresh the stream, you'll see that there's actually 60. Although, you know, do give the thumbsy upsies for those of you that are coming in.
What is it?
We've got 61 likes and 81 people.
Well, shucky darns.
Wow, these people got some work to do. They're still testing us out. They don't know. That's all right. This is very, shibori.
All right, I love that. I think that's really wonderful and marvelous. I don't know what this is going to be here.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of
meh.
mucky, but it could be cool. Ooh, left a little. Oh, no,
right.
that's just down. I was like, ooh, that left. It's on her.
We're going to let that dry. They're going to bring back old green here. But look at that. Isn't that a beautiful... Look at that. Shimmer and shine. Shimmer and
Hey,
shine.
Lori. It's been a while.
Okay, so what are we going to pull this with? Dilemma. If we use red, then we will have our tomato red, but the green will be brown. Do we want to do that?
Why don't you
I
try
could
that
use
gold? Why don't you try the gold? Gold might be interesting. Oh, shimmer.
That's not the vibe that I'm getting with this.
Joni says purple.
No, I don't. I'm not liking purple. Purple's not good. I'm going with what I'm thinking here, which is this light pink.
We're all just in our world.
You know, everybody, you can say what you want, but you know, ultimately, I'm going to
No,
go.
Hello, Barbara. She says black paper. I don't know if she has any cut.
Yeah, you know, I'm just the black paper I have. I do not like it. I don't.
The tissue.
Yeah.
And we need to cut the good stuff.
Yes.
And flatten it.
And flatten it so it's not rolling on me.
Yes.
I'm trying to get my brayer cleaned off here because I really would like for this to be a nice.
Let's see, Heather's with me. Golden tomatoes in the Egyptian sun. I like that idea. Just gonna make it all, you know.
Hey, you know.
You better get some stuff down on that thing. Bye, stitching. No worries. Brad did the pink splat.
What?
He pink splatted. You know,
He pink splatted?
the pea splat.
Oh, you just wait. Read it and weep. Look at that.
Very lovely. That was nice. It's got some other looks to it too. Kind of
Heirloomy?
female-y.
Oh, cilia, yeah.
Oh. Tomatoes just kind of have that look about them.
Okay. They do. Now I love these things. I just can't get enough.
Oh, yeah, lots of peas on fire.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. All right. Now, we're learning about our paint. What are we learning about our paint?
This is some dry paint.
This is some dry paint. You can't lollygag about smoke and drink on this one.
Yeah.
You got to get on it like a duck on a Junie bug.
Or put some retarder in.
Or you could, and let's do that. Let's do that. Thank you, Mariah.
Yeah, no.
I appreciate you bringing that. I thought about that, and then I don't know.
Brad gave you an A+.
He gave me an A+. Okay. Well, let's, and to do this, we're going to have to mix it because, you know, you don't put your retarder down first. You put your paint down first. And let's see. Let's use something we haven't used here.
Deb says she figures it was called Chalkola for a reason. Good call. Everything's a little chalky over there. Could be. Hey, I love their one markers. I love these.
I think this is you know, you want the paint. It's hard as hell to find a matte paint that's not opaque.
Yeah.
So think about that. You got it. This is
Oh, she's kind of excited, y'all.
kind of excited about this stuff.
Every
I
paint
was
has a
I was
place.
ready to not be. I was like, you know, people that make markers is their main goal in life. I'm not sure that they're going to be that whoop-de-doo on the paint, but I am very impressed.
She can't be bought, I'm telling you.
No.
She was going to give a good, you know, or a real review for sure.
I told her, I said, now I don't know what you're expecting from me, but you know what you're
you.
going to get. All right, now we've mixed that. Let's see if this has a if it does well with this, with the retarder. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, it do. Look at that.
That's nice.
Oh, and that's what you're looking for right there.
This is a great starter set. So that way you get lots of cool colors. You get to play with it. You can, buy some retarder with it. Does an eggplant have a similar footprint to a tomato?
No.
I don't know, Brandon.
I don't think. Well, I guess if you were slicing it like that.
Oh.
But usually I always slice mine like.
You're saying we should do some eggplant?
I like eggplant. It's kind of hard. It's hard to get good ones unless you grow them. Now my sister grew these ones that were called Asian eggplant, but they were little
fingery looking ones.
No, these were the knobby. They were kind of white. White to lavender. I don't really. She showed me pictures of them, and I knew that visually they were quite beautiful.
Now I want some baba ganoush. Love that stuff. I think that's what they make, right? Is the baba ganoush the eggplanty one?
Yes. Yes.
Love that stuff.
It is, and she makes that.
Hey, Darcy, we needed you earlier.
Yes, we did.
For math.
We muddled along on our own. It was not pretty. But we did it. Now I'm hoping there's a little bit of moisture on that plate from our... And I'm going to see if I can line this up. Probably won't.
Oh, cranberry. I think something pomegranate looking would be very cool. Fran, are you listening? This is your department.
Oh, this is still kind of sticky.
Well, you put retarder with it.
I did.
You matching things up. That's cool.
That's the other thing about this paper that's a little stiffer. It doesn't leap up to you and grab your...
Oh, that's nice. And you're not going to get the wrinkles.
And you've noticed none of this is wrinkling, which I was really concerned on the edges. I was afraid we would have some... Now, this paper right here...
where it bows and would...
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's pretty. That's even prettier than I thought it was going to be.
All right. Chalkola, you want... Hey, these are for sale. Do you want to buy them, huh? You want them all? Okay, got a little nice stuff left there, just, that we can...
hang it at the office.
Well, I think that green and pink one, I think is awesome.
Fine tomatoes right there.
Now here, we're going with this Payne's Gray, which I really would not call this Payne's Gray at all.
Oh, 1 second, guys, and I'll get you.
And we're going to mush a bit of retarder with it, because that seemed to give us a little more working time. I don't think it's something that you need if you work quickly. That's probably... You should use about half the amount of retarder to paint. That's a little heavy on the end of... But it's okay. We ain't sending anybody to the moon.
True that.
Boy, and it leaves nice, see the nice stuff that it left on there? That's one nice thing about paint that dries fast. You just,
Oh, and they're 22 milliliter little instead of 20. Oh, see, I knew they seemed a little bigger than, a lot of the smaller ones for like Amsterdam and whatnot are just 20 milliliter, I think.
been trying to press with my other shoulder, because I've decided it's not the brayering that's killing me off. It's the baroning. I've been printing now for 3 days solid.
Yeah.
Pretty much all day. Well, off and on when I can.
Yes, I just did. I just posted it there, and that's what I was pulling up.
What my charge will allow me to do. All right, now we're going to leave that down. We're going to come in with a little bit of this rose and a little bit of the, well, what have we not used?
And this is the set that comes with the brushes and everything.
Burnt sienna.
It's on sale right now, $23.95.
Hey, you cannot beat that.
Yeah.
With a, just buy yourself some retarder.
They do have a metallic set too.
Oh.
Do you guys want an affiliate link for that one? Let me know. I'll pull one. We don't know about them exactly, but I'd love it if you use it.
Check it out.
I love
Rusty
that.
rusty wire.
Only thing better than wires is rusty ones.
Rusty ones, and I want to go ahead and do this if I
Good night,
can.
Gary. Oh, hey, by the way, you guys, his video is out on, he did his foam head, Bob. But I'm calling him Bodacious Bob because he is quite bodacious. But Big Bad Bald Bob is beautiful. Do go check those out.
He's on the.
Yes.
I could pull that, but I'm not going to. Because I think it's so gorgeous. Look. And I'm going to pull it with some of that yellow.
Ooh, yes.
All right.
I like
Now
that.
we're going to bring back in wires and blue tomatoes. And what shall we use? I'm just really loving this rose.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
It's kind of
boring as I just love it.
It creates a very beautiful purpley when mixed with like the blue there. I think that's why it's
You think that's
quite
why
nice.
I'm liking it so much?
Yeah. And it tones well.
It tones well. Okay, now is this this is raw sienna. So we're going to knock our pink back just a little bit. And this is pretty opaque. So we'll just give a little body to it with that. And we're not, my stencils are mussing me up here.
And then I think they have a set that combines them. I think they might have a set that you get both. Oh, here it is. Yes. Okay. So for $45.95, you can get the dual set, and then rather than buying, both of them and then having two palettes to whatever's, they've got a set of 64, which is cool. Oh, that's awesome. Well done. Hey, digging on these paints. I am actually pleasantly surprised as well.
I could probably let that render a bit, but look at this. This is the beauty of paints that are not all loosey-goosey. You can pull them off right away. When you're using open paints, you don't necessarily get this. I love the stuff that it leaves behind on your plate.
It's kind of alien.
I just think that this is,
Rosebud, she's doing it.
I'm loving it. Okay, this is kind of semi.
Hey, Wendy, yes, we're still here.
Okay, so this is gold.
Oh, it is.
This is gold. We're going to make Mariah happy. Now we know that your metallics are, usually, generally speaking, dry anyway. So we're going to mix a bit of retarder in there, just for chuckles and grins, and then we're going to have a little bit of this rose again. Just make that gold a little bit rose goldy. Just a touch.
is such a weird word to me. Like, I can never
Look
spell
at
it right.
that.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Now that was with dragonfly on there?
No,
or is that still
this-
left over from when
No,
you did
this
it
is
earlier?
the gold and whatever residuals were on the plate.
Oh,
I mean, look at that.
lovely.
Love it.
Mhm.
Really do like it a lot. Oh. Are you getting it? Can you see? Am I
'cause
wiggling it
That's why
right?
I said, I was like, I thought,
Because
I
it
forgot
looks
that you put
brown.
Yeah, I thought that I forgot that you had put the gold down. And so I was thinking, oh, the shimmer's coming from leftover dragonfly. But no, that's the gold.
I didn't, yeah, the dragonfly was way long time ago. Yeah,
Very exciting.
very exciting. All right, let's use some of our splats. Haven't used our splats. What's my time frame here?
Oh, well, I mean, we can do whatever we want, but it's 30 minutes. I think we're having a good time getting into the good stuff here.
I absolutely love these things. I just love them. I love them so much. I love them so much. All right, and you got a nice little triangular composition going there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here, I'm going to stop looking at paints.
Okay, what are we gonna use? Let's use something else. Let's go with blues. Mariah, you ready to do some more swatching?
I can.
Okay, I always like to mix blues and golds together because I think sometimes you get some really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one, but you can be putting the little hoop-de-doos on those while
Okay.
I do this, and then I'll hand it
Oh,
back.
and you know what? I have greens over here that you didn't even take from me.
Oh,
I guess we are going to get through all these.
phthalo. Let's do a little phthalo with the ultramarine. Because phthalo's kind of at least, oh, I should swatch it so I can tell you.
That's
it's kind of
right.
a blue-green. And it's pretty powsy-wowsy. So if you don't want it powsy-wowsy, all you have to do is just knock it back with a bit of red. And we happen to have some red over here. True red, which is, oh, this is rose madder. I don't know what happened to the red. Yeah, I've got some red, but you know, we've got this open and got it swatched, and we know.
Christmas in July. That's right, Ann. I like that. And Lisa's officially back. Very good. Brenda says, guess new paints can spark some creativity. She's shut off because I have too many. And really, we were too, but I just couldn't pass up trying new things if they were going to
Well,
get the hook up.
Well, the whole thing here with this paint, and the reason I told Mariah that I was interested is because it was supposedly chalky, and it is. It lives up to its chalkiness.
The Chalkola name.
It's matte. It's wonderful stuff.
What's the door?
Wonderful stuff. And that is the other thing that I really like about this particular paper. You put it down there, it doesn't go places. It pretty much stays wherever you slap it down.
Oh, yes, that's nice. This doesn't get ishy squishy, is what you're saying.
Doesn't get ishy squishy. Look at that. Now, isn't that some wonderful stuff? Look at that.
Okay, well, Fran, I'll get you some wires. I'm pulling together a packet for you, but I will get you the files, too, since we're all in cohorts here. Is that cohorts? Cahoots? Cohorting? Is that right?
Cavorting? Cavorting? All right, let's see.
Oh, my
Cobalt
brain today.
blue is,
I'm telling y'all, I'm tired.
I don't know if cobalt blue, let's see if it's pretty much opaque. We don't want that right now. All right, Mariah.
Oh, Susan says try urchins plus wires, please. Okay. I think she wants you to mix in the wires a little bit with the urchin.
Oh, okay. I've got Naples yellow here, and we know that's opaque.
Is that,
Yellow ochre usually is opaque.
is your tomato actually on the plate or is it under the plate?
It's under.
Okay, I was like,
Oh,
kind of
boy.
odd that you put that in there, but okay. I wasn't watching, so.
I wasn't watching.
Kind of like that. It's very space-like.
All right, I'm going to try lemon yellow, just because I haven't, and see what happens here. But you know, it's probably going to be here. Mark, can you do that?
I'm just watching. That's why.
It's just going to, you know, you go with a light color, and it's just not going to show up very much. I'm kind of.
I did not see that. So if you would you send that to me again?
What is it?
She sent me an email.
Who did?
Arnetta. But I haven't seen it.
Well, if you send it to me, I won't.
Okay, well, yeah, nobody emails you. Nobody. Well, somebody does because she has a million of them, but it's all spam.
Nobody that knows.
Nobody that actually wants to get in contact with her.
I knew that would probably give me a little bit of a struggle.
Ooh. Yeah, they are a little, I'll tell you, even getting them off of the mat when we're cutting them is a little tricky. Those furry bits.
Okay, now I'm going to let that
Wow.
dry. Rainbow splats. Izzy would applaud that.
Oh, yes, she would.
All right, let's bring this back. Now
Here you
we've
go.
got
Here's your yellow that you wanted.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
and thank you, Lisa. She has put the link to, I believe that's the gel plate, you know, basics, because then you guys can kind of have, and I'll go back in and update kind of the paint list to include these over on our website as well. Because these are fun. And a great starter kit, like if you don't have any paints, I think this would be a very feasible, smart way to go.
Yes, because you can start getting the feel. And remember, if you're using your retarder, mix it in with your paint.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not here, but it's what I'm going to do. And I wanted it to be transparent because I want to see the loveliness of the... Oh, did you see what just happened
Yeah,
there?
you just pulled up everything with that
I pulled
corner.
up everything on that corner.
I saw it.
That's why you don't hurry and you do your
Yeah, don't do that.
due diligence and
Don't do what you do.
don't do what I just did there. Get that paint on that brayer, especially this dry paint, because it will suck it right back onto that brayer and just rip it off of there. Slicker and snot.
Oh, awesome. Christy received her order. Fantastic. A lot of you guys have been ordering lately, so I'm sure there's going to be lots of happy mails and whatnot. We sent out a big stack
Well, even
today.
with the bad end of things there,
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it. Happy accident. Okay, I'm not done with this yet.
I'm not done with you
I'm not
yet.
done with it yet. This is the other thing I love about the dry paints. They dry quickly.
You can get her
You
done.
can get her done. All right, so here's my thought. Here's my thought. What? Why are you laughing?
Mo was hashtagging slicker than snot.
Slicker
She has said that like I can remember like my entire life. That is
Slicker,
definitely a
slicker and snot on a doorknob. That's what
Oh.
I can't remember who in my family used to say that. Granddad Pat, I think. He's dead. He can't, you know, deny it.
That's right.
Okay. Now, we want to knock back our green just a little bit. And guess what
Hi,
color we're
Janae.
going to use?
Look away, no problem. Ooh, yes, you're pink. I like it, and I think this is going to be a good mix.
I think it is too. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to warm it up ever so slightly.
Joni's dad used to say that too.
See? Now I do have a bit of stuff here, which I don't know what's going to happen here with the stuff that's already on here. But if I put the stuff that's already on here on the end that doesn't have anything, I feel like, you know, that's going to be a good call.
Stuff being the paint?
Being the stuff on the plate.
Okay.
Was that not abundantly clear?
No. just didn't know which stuff we were talking about.
Brad says, sometimes you need to talk about what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. What does that mean? This. What is this?
Well, this is probably not enough to do anything, and I've got it going the wrong way and shoving crap out of the way.
Ooh. A little off, but I like it.
Well, it certainly didn't tone it down very much.
No, I think you amped it up.
I think we did.
Ump it up. That wild yellow.
Boy, that yellow did just take over, didn't it?
I love it. It's like you shined a little nice warm light on it. So mean sometimes.
But we didn't get much off.
And I wish, yeah, you've got to change your paper next time, because this thing in the middle, I'm always like, God, you got a big thing in the middle of your plate there.
Oh, I know. I'm so sorry about that.
That's
This thing right there,
Yeah.
I know. It bothers me too.
It's kind of throwing me off.
Yeah, it does me too. Get a piece of cake on here and put it down. I apologize. I hate when people do that. It irritates the dog do out of me. And so here I am.
He said something about, he's like, I put down nice white paper for when P watches this. So you need to watch that, by the way.
And I'm not even following my own advice here.
Yeah.
I need to clean up my acrylic plate too, because
It's
it looks
looking
like,
pretty gnarly as well.
oh my gosh, it's terrible.
There's a lot of cleaning that needs to go on around here. I've been in a state
I
lately.
think cleaning makes you an ugly person.
Oh, but why don't we try? You know, give it a whirl.
Okay, I want to make my
Yes,
splats. I want to make my splats a different color. I don't like that, but I just don't know what to go with. What is this? Violet. Let's check out violet and see if violet is.
That's pretty dark.
They say it's semi.
Okay, well, it looks pretty dark.
Well, it kind of is a little bit. Yeah, I don't think that's what we want.
Yeah, I think either you go with your
I
pinky.
tried and true
your
pink.
pinky color.
A pinky?
Today's been brought to you by the
Pinky.
Rose. What is it?
Rose.
Rose Madder.
Rose. No, just rose.
Oh, just rose.
Rose Madder I use also.
Okay.
Zombie but
As well.
as well.
There we go. Okay, awesome. Our mods are on it. There's 2 links for you. Is it Barbie Doc? I like that. Barbie Doc. Welcome. And there you go. There are links. That is where you shop for all of these stencils. The splats are by our new designer, Fran on the Edge, who is here in the chat. And then the wires are some of ours. Some of the PM stencils. What's up? What do you think? Okay. Tell us about it.
We're going to put wires out in the middle.
I kind of like that idea. Are you going to pull up the paint and then put down? You're going to have to move super fast if that's what you're going to do.
I know.
Here's another thought. In order to do what you kind of want to do, is you're just going to have to kind of do it in stages. So, put the wires, you need to do the paint, then the wires, pull up.
I want to do the wires.
You're just going to do the wire. Okay. And then let you do
I'm just going to do the wires.
Okay. She knows what she's doing.
I do know what I'm doing. Not always, but in this particular instance I do. And I'm trying to get them not to overlap so that we do have some nice adhesion here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use
All right, Anne. She's going to watch and vote for her daughter.
She's going to what?
Her daughter is in a art contest thing. I didn't quite understand the full details. Maybe Anne will post it. Can you post it in Makers if you haven't gone already? But there's a chance to, like, up to $10,000 worth of, I don't know, prizes. Sometimes when they say that, like, in their, you know,
that means
like
the
in
total.
So,
And
like,
so they
one
give her
person-
what, 50 prizes, so it means that everybody gets, 50 cents.
I don't know yet. She's doing math again. I don't know if that's right.
It's always a scary thing.
But yes, something like that. Oh, okay. Anne suggested that the votes are for ticket holders only. Okay, so we can't go and help her out. See, Mo knew where I was going with. Oh, it's a pitch competition for entrepreneurs. Pitch is what people say. Oh, yeah, like your elevator kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
She's pitching like an idea.
Oh.
An idea pitch.
Oh, okay. All right, what are we going to pull this with? I think we're going to pull this with my Lucas.
Okay. Well, was there a white in there that we think would be? I think there was just white.
No, there's two whites. Titanium.
Well, right. But then is there
They
a
don't have, like, a
beige or a buff or yeah?
Well, here, just a minute. No, there's not. They have kind of this.
No, I think that's too close to what you already got on the plate.
I think it is too. Now I've got pink.
Okay.
Flesh. Excuse me. Tell you
It's
what,
just- You going with the pink?
no, I'm going with white.
Okay. Quesadilla.
Yeah, and my nettle. Unless there's probably
Having a conflict.
having a conflict here. Well, it's probably has more to
Sorry,
do with
guys.
the Everclear alcohol than the actual.
Yeah.
All right, now see how I'm trying to get my brayer, all of it, because I don't want to do what I did a while ago, is pull off a big chunk of something. All right, we'll see how this does with the dry pull.
Yeah, you need to get on it.
Because we do want to know that.
Now that's one by Fran. Those urchins. Oh well, actually those are wires on there. Or no, that's an
No.
urchin. Yeah,
This
that's
is-
an urchin.
This is a splat.
Splat. I think we might have to add that to the name. See, Fran, this is what she does to me. Very nice.
This sweet little Izzy will love it.
It's funny that those little wire things kind of. It's kind of like they're steaming. They were steaming splats.
Reaching in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna let that
Yes.
render.
Ripen.
Ripen.
Oh.
That's not quite dry. What do we have over here? Oh, well, we could pull that.
Yeah, pull that. That's Walter's web. Cure. Yeah. Fran likes to say cure.
What is it?
We say ripen. Fran says cure.
Cure. Render.
Render.
Yeah, that's kind of like, when you boil out the
Boil
fat.
it down.
Fat.
Yeah. That ain't what you doing.
No, we are curing it. Ripening it. I think that's really nice.
Yeah, I like that. We're gonna have to come up with something fun to do for Halloween, I suppose. Mix it in with the theme of the collab.
All right, now this is my bigger paper. I'm running out of cut paper, and only thing I've got here is my whatchamacallit. Okay, we haven't tried this one yet.
Which one is that?
This is phthalo.
Hey, and I've noticed that the labels on there are very nice to read.
Yes, they are for old people. They are very nice to read. Okay, I kind of like that.
Star Trek tribbles, yes.
Give that a bit of a squeeze there. Let's do a little ombre.
Oh, yeah, I love an ombre.
Yeah, I might ombre and pick it up over here with old splats. Cobalt. And what is that other one? Ultramarine.
It's kind of like the Miami Vice blue there. I don't know why you're putting so little out. I feel like, is it because it's the little tube? You're just,
I guess. I don't know.
I think you need to squeeze more out there. See that yeah, that feels like a better.
You
What
think
you
it's
would
more
normally,
better?
what you would normally do. I think these little tubes are kind of putting a governor on you. Little tubes, little squeeze.
Oop. Oh, that would be all right.
Aww.
Well, the ultramarine seems to be a bit more juicy,
Oh.
but that's also because I put a little bit more perhaps down there than
Mo
other
says
places.
it feels like the plate has absorbed some of that opera rose. Is that the real life case too? Maybe.
What is
We'll
it?
see. The
Oh, that the color is on the.
yeah, that is kind of set onto the plate.
I don't
Could
know.
be. We'll see.
Let's try some.
Oh, that's one way to do it. Well, I think you need to do like a full pull off of the plate and then see if we can see if it sort of tinted the actual plate, I think is what Mo might be saying. I don't know what you're doing here. I trust you.
You don't. You're giving me a.
I'm kind of side-eyeing you. Although I do like where it's going as far as this teal-ish color.
And then
That's
see,
greeny. Yeah, you got a spot there you're just rolling up. Yep.
come on, come off of there.
And that yellow blob of paint on your prayer I keep thinking that you.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that was the splot this morning. Oh my gosh,
Uh-huh.
I had a big old thing going on with, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
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 Mhm. I'm not done yet.
Okay. Just put more on. Oh. How about now? Yes, it did look like seawater. Ooh. Okay.
I'll show you more of that in just a minute. I gotta get these off here before they get
Yes.
stuck down on there.
I can't believe how outliney it is.
I told you, that's why you just keep the brayer in, because it squishes down.
Yeah. Check that out, y'all.
Really nice. I love the texturally quality of that.
Well, can we talk about that for a minute?
Oh, sure.
Like,
We can talk about it.
why do we think that happened? Was that because of the other paper? Or what?
No, it was what was already on the
Tomatoes?
tomatoes. The tomatoes.
So it's just kind of the texture that's building up on them.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think some of that was
Well, no,
residual
some of that
from-
is actually the residual paint that was on the,
right.
and so there's enough moisture on that plate. Because remember, I put it down. Boy, isn't that beautiful? Look at
Fran says,
that.
I love the murdery seawater tomatoes.
Murder easy water tomatoes.
Yes. It's cool how like the little, you know, the fingery bits or whatever have like this cool swirly.
Well, and they kind of reversed out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very cool.
And I really can't explain that, and I don't know what
Yeah.
that little bit of interesting stuff up there is. Now we got to figure out what we're going to pull this with.
Night, Fiona. Yeah, that's great too.
All right, so I think a brilliant opaque yellow.
Okay. You
Which-
got something over there?
I have something. I don't have any in this that I know about.
Okay.
But now that's transparent. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Okay, see here?
Yeah, and is this the one that's the splot that's on
This
your
is the one.
warrior?
Yeah, I gotta be kind of careful because, oh, see, look. I don't know if it's building up down in there or what the deal is. But I mean, the day when I squeezed it, it went.
See, you squeezed out a lot more of that than you have been in of the little tubes. She's saving her little tubes, maybe. This matches your shirt. Today it's been brought to you by the color yellow.
And this is probably going to require some ripening, curing.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the Velveeta. It's cheese food. Isn't quite cheddar.
I love this color.
I know you do.
I know that I don't necessarily look really wonderful in this color, but I
Oh no, somebody commented on.
still, I think it makes my eyes look green. I tried to tone it back with the scarf.
Yes, I see that. I like the complementary colors you got going on.
Yeah,
Very nice.
me too. Check that out.
Ooh, good stuff.
I think we should take that to the state fair. Call it fried green tomatoes. I think the judges wouldn't be able to resist.
We can't enter anymore. I mean, if you want to enter this rather than your head, I think your head has a better
Better
Chance.
chance. Well,
because it's different.
yeah. There probably won't be that many in that category.
Not that there's maybe a ton of gel printers, but I don't know. We're gonna leave it on this though, because here we are. We're like we got 2 minutes, and I can, you know, do the spiel. If you want, do you want to bring back some of the prints and
Oh, sure. Well, this has got to render anyway, so I can leave it upside down, doesn't
in
it?
the render
Look
ripen?
at that. Render ripen. I'm still thinking this might benefit from another, I don't know, swipe.
Oh, that's awesome! Thank you, Lori. I'm glad you're hanging out too.
And I love
Uh-huh.
this. The delicate paddly pink.
Yeah, it's almost
with
like they're fluffy.
this. Yeah, I love the contrast we got going on there. I think this is probably, this rates right up there as my favorite of the day.
Yeah.
No, but here is my favorite of the day. I love this.
That's a good one too. Can you put those side by side here? And I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so they can go side by side very nicely. There we go.
And then this, and I love the little halo of that
Yes.
pink there. Isn't that just wonderful? And remember, that's from Green over. And then, of course, we have this as
Thank you, Mo.
one of the pulls.
I like that too.
I know. Isn't that a great little print?
So, I mean, kind of a review of talking about the paints. Pleasantly surprised, actually.
Pleasantly surprised.
I think that they'll have a seat at the table for sure.
Oh, and here's some more.
And we did have those links earlier on in the
And I-
chat. I will come back and put the links down below.
Absolutely love the tomatoes, Fran.
Yeah. So fun new stencils, fun new paints. It was definitely an experimental testy kind of Tuesday. Testy Tuesday.
Testy Tuesday.
Maybe that's what I call it. I don't know, though. That might be. Testes. That could get weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, those of you that have hung out with us during the stream here, we very much appreciate it.
We certainly do.
If you have come in here towards the end, this is the end, as Susan Green says. Yes. Yes, this is the end of it, but you can always watch the replay. We leave the streams up. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That is the #1 way to support all things PM Artist Studio, first and foremost. But if you are interested in saving a little cashola on the stencils, you can do that by hitting one of those links there that says, you know, join our ARTY perks. That's the place to do that. Join Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists, and then you get to hang out with all of these other folks, well, quite a few of them that are in the chat, see their lovely art, and we love to, if you want to come along and just lurk, that's totally fine. Please do answer the questions, but most of all, we do love to see everything that you make and hear about your process, because we're in this together. We really are.
We are.
We love it. All right, guys, we shall see you on, so what's today? Today is Tuesday. Yes. We will see you on Thursday.
And hopefully I'll have some thoughts by then.
Oh, I'm sure we'll come up with something for sure. I have some thoughts about cleaning this place up, so that's could be something. Okay, guys.
My eye hurts.
Bye.